Hey everyone, I wanted to make a quick video showing you how to add deposit addresses to the website, or at least how I've been doing it. Let me share my screen and we'll take a look. This is what you'll see when you log into YieldNodes Legal and you go to My Data. This should be your landing page. You will see your extension data here if you've submitted information with the extension, but we're going to be looking at the deposit addresses. Your extension cannot collect deposit addresses. We can only collect withdrawal addresses with this extension. So we do need you to manually enter YieldNodes deposit addresses. These are addresses that you sent your Bitcoin or SAP or what have you to when you deposited into YieldNodes. So you click on here, you can see I've already added a whole bunch, but I'm going to show you how I've been going about this, and I have a few more to add. So the first thing to find here is sign into YieldNodes. Go over to your deposits, scroll down to this table. This is your deposit table. And in my case, I have 2 pages. I've already started from the very beginning here of my first deposit and went and tracked these down, these addresses, and entered them. So I'm now going to show you these 3 right here. These are the 3 that I'm working on, how I go about finding these and giving them to the YieldNodes Legal platform. So I'm going to pick up right here. It looks like April 5th was the date of this deposit, and here's the amount of Bitcoin. I know I deposited everything either from Coinbase or Coinbase Pro. And so the first place I'm going to look is in Coinbase Pro, and I'm going to look for this amount on April 5th or thereabout. You got to keep in mind time zone differences. It could be up to a day different depending on what date they're showing here versus what the date is on the blockchain. But 1.28 Bitcoin is what I'm looking for around April 5th. So here's my Coinbase Pro account. I'll just go to portfolios and go to withdrawals. Now, a deposit into YieldNodes would be a withdrawal out of Coinbase Pro. So I'm looking in the withdrawals of Coinbase Pro. And I'm just gonna scroll down here until I find something around April 5th. So I actually don't have anything. I do have something April 9th, which the next place I would then look is gonna be Coinbase, because it should be either on the 5th or the 6th. So here's my Coinbase account. I've blurred some balances and some sensitive information, but click on Bitcoin, go to your Bitcoin wallet in Coinbase. Here we go. And you can see all the transactions of buying and sending Bitcoin. I'm looking for sent. And this will tell you the date if you click on it. So this is all the way in September. I need to go much further back to find that transaction. So I'm just going to go to about here. What is this one? Okay, January 17. Again, I'm looking for April 5th, so that's too far back. Okay, so I'll go forward. Sent. Here's another. When is this? March. We're getting close. Sent. March 10th. When is this one? April 5th. Okay. What were we looking for? April 5th. Okay, there we go. So now I'm looking for the Bitcoin amount 1.28. And this one is 0.4. So it's not this one. I do have one just before and just after that. Let's see, 1.28. Here we go. So to confirm, there we go. This is the amount, the highlighted amount is the amount that's in my YieldNodes dashboard, my deposit table. I just copied this and looked at this particular transaction in Coinbase, and I see there it is. Now, note that this says April 4th. Like I said, because of my time zone versus the time zone that's used on the blockchain, the transaction in your wallet or whatever platform you sent from might be up to a day off from what you see over here on the YieldNodes side. That's okay. We know that this amount matching is the only time I would have sent that amount to YieldNodes. I don't have several transactions of 1.28437 Bitcoin going out on a single day. So this is definitely 2 YieldNodes. Now what I need is this. This is the address I sent it to. So this is YieldNodes' address. I will copy this, bring it back over to YieldNodes Legal, and I'm going to put it in the YieldNodes address field. Currency is already set to Bitcoin. And for me, I am keeping track of the date that I sent it and the amount of Bitcoin. And so for me, this was April 4. So I'm going over here and I'm just giving this a name of, as a matter of fact, was that April? Yeah, April 4. There we go. and I'm putting the wallet that I use, in this case Coinbase. You can see sometimes these are Coinbase Pro, other times they're just Coinbase like this. And then I'm putting the amount of Bitcoin that I sent, like so. I probably could and maybe should have used the blockchain date here, just so it's easier to recognize my transaction when I look for it on the blockchain. But what have you, I've just entered it as the date that was sent out of my wallet. I'm also not including any fee that was added or taken out of there. So the amount I sent from here might not match exactly the amount that I see over here in YieldNodes, and that's because they're going to show the amount after the fee. Probably Coinbase is going to show me the amount before the fee. But this title is just a private note to help you understand or remember what you entered. I'm just trying to include as much information as possible to help me identify the transaction later when I look at the blockchain. So there you go. We signed into YieldNodes. We found a deposit on our deposit list, found the amount and date in one of my wallets, in this case Coinbase, and I just look at the address that I sent this to, record that in YieldNodes Legal, hit submit, and there we go. We've now added this address. Yeah, that's what we need. This will tell us all of the activity that YieldNodes then proceeded with using your deposit money. And so this is pretty important because we don't have the ability to do that from the extension as I mentioned, but what it does show us is, did they actually masternode with it, or did they send it somewhere else, or what in fact did they do with it? So that's what we're after. Hope this video was helpful. You can reach out to us on Discord if you need some more assistance. Thanks much.